What's up, YouTube? It's Shrimp Dubs, and today I'm going to be talking about a My Team tournament that me and my friends have started, and it's been a blast so far. But yeah, before we get into it, like the video and subscribe, turn on noties so you won't miss any more of my bangers, and let's get into it. Kicking off the tournament, the first game was me versus Tristan, and this was not really close. You'll see Tristan's team. It's kind of a budget team. It's a phenomenal budget team, but not enough for my team, which you'll also see in a second. And yeah, I was up like 37-18, and he ended up quitting. So I move on to the second round. And then the other first round matchup was Will versus Ryan, and this one also wasn't very close. Will ended up going up 65-46, I think it was, and Ryan called it quits after Will made like 3 whites in a row, and it was clear from the start of that game Will was the one that deserved to move on, and he did. Will moves on to play Bennett. And then the other matchup that has happened is Bennett versus Will. Bennett's team, absolutely phenomenal, that's all I can say, and yeah, he's not necessarily the best player, but he's got the best team, and that's what matters most. I mean, you could argue that he's the best player, but yeah, coming in as the number 1 seed, got a bye in the first round, faced Will, and we're doing best of 3. And I think we're going to do best of 5 for the finals. We may just do best of 3 for the finals too, I'm not sure, but I'll have to double check with them on that. We need to agree on something. But yeah, Bennett, first game was close. Bennett took the W by 8, I think. And then the second game, Bennett took the W by 15, and he moves on to the championship to face the winner of me and Rhodes. So as you guys see right here, this is my squad, and I'm pretty happy with how it's developed. At the point guard, we got Luka Doncic, my favorite card in the game. Backing him up, Hedo Turkoglu, love that card. Rudy Gay is a great 2 guard on next gen and current gen, but mainly next gen. Degray Smiles, awesome budget card. Great release. Everyone on my team can do everything, I guess. Small forward John Isaac, mainly in there to stop Rhodes and Bennett's Bol. They both have invincible Bol. And then, of course, the guy that I will most likely play down the stretch over Isaac just because of his ability to score with the Exum base and everything. Anton Jamison. I absolutely love using that card. At the power forward, Bill Russell, just got him yesterday. You know what he's about. Great card. Anthony Davis, have not tried him out yet. I didn't have him versus Tristan. I was using James Worthy against Tristan, and he kind of sold me, to be honest. He missed like 3 wide open threes, and I think 2 of those were full bar, so I guess it's not really his fault, but like, he just hasn't been great recently. And then, yeah, so I picked up AD, who's gonna mainly just be a defender, and you need defenders. And then James Wiseman at the center. You all know what James Wiseman's about. He's my favorite center in the game. I'm sure I don't know, he's just a fun card to use. I'm not great with his jumper for whatever reason, but he's a guy that I will run my offense through if I need to. And then Sean Bradley, he's a cheese ball, and honestly hasn't been great for me, but he's such a huge cheese ball. There's no way I take him out of my lineup. So, and I have like no MT, so yeah, that's my lineup. Moving on to Rhodes' lineup, and this is probably the second best lineup out of all of ours. We did the seeding based off of not necessarily the lineups, but a combination of skill in the lineups. Luka Doncic at point guard, LaMelo at shooting guard. I don't know why he's not starting Kirilenko, but It's not my choice, I guess. Kirilenko, awesome card too. Cam Reddish, it's pretty good with Cam Reddish. But the main people are Luka, Bol, Blake Griffin, and Bill Russell, all invincible cards. That is scary. Yeah, Rhodes is kind of the biggest grinder out of all of us. He's got Gobert from the Triple Threat Vault. He's got Wiseman. He's got Porter, obviously, because he locked in for Bol. But I'm interested to see how LaMelo plays on his squad, because that's an interesting spot for him. But I don't know. I'm confident that I can beat Rhodes' squad, just knowing that I'm probably more skilled at 2K than he is. So, but yeah, that'll be a great game. Airing at probably around like 3 tomorrow is going to be our best of 3 series, so stay tuned for that. So moving on to Bennett, number 1 seeds squad, and I'm speechless still looking at this squad. I just don't understand how he was able to get this much MT and this much everything, but hey, I'm not going to question. It's probably like a 1.5 million MT squad. But, you know. He pulled Michael Porter Jr. earlier in the year, so easily locked in for Bol, Paul George at the 2, Luka at the 1. See, Rhodes just cheeses with Luka, like literally. He like only goes to Luka. He just runs. You'll see. He just runs left and right with Luka until something works. It's so annoying to guard, but anyways. He's not the best with Bol, but he's Bol. He's a cheese ball. He's gonna get his buckets. Paul George, great card. Bill Russell, great card. Kareem, he claims Kareem is his best player. We'll see about that, but that's if we can beat Rhodes. But bench unit's solid too. Andre Kirilenko seems to be kind of the best backup point guard, like the ideal backup point guard. I got Hedo Turkoglu. I'm a little more limited on MT than Bennett and Rhodes, but Cam Reddish, LeBron and KD. He's good with KD. He greens a lot with KD. Wiseman, you know what Wiseman's about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on to Tristan's squad. When I say Tristan is a budget baller, I mean it, and I respect it. Budget ballers are often more efficient than like people like Bennett and Rhodes that just have absolute god squads, but much less MT spent on this lineup. So he's got Rudy Gay at the point, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, Dennis Rodman, and Sean Bradley. Obviously it was not enough to beat my squad, but he fought for a bit, and yeah, I'll tell you, he has beaten me before. Like, usually I'm not literally trying 100%, but like, he's not bad at the game, and that Klay Thompson card is probably a better card than him. Jimmy Butler, yeah, he's pretty good with Jimmy Butler. Dennis Rodman's not a good invincible card, but he's his best power forward. He pulled him off of like the level 7 Ascension board. I don't know, it was like level 13, I think. But it's that's crazy. He had like 4 picks on the first board. I don't know how he got him, but. And then Sean Bradley, y'all know what Sean Bradley's about. Manu, he's not great with Manu. He's not very greedy with XM base. I told him to get Darius Miles, and he definitely does not regret that. Terry Dershaginger, as Tristan would say, at small forward. Pretty nice backup small forward. John Collins, very underrated card in my opinion. And even this Pink Diamond Bol, still a great center at this point in the year. And backing up Sean Bradley, he gives him a lot of. He's the most versatile player in his bench unit, or maybe Darius Miles, but yeah, it's a nicely put together squad, and I respect a budget baller like that. Too bad he was blown out by me, but moving on to Will. And Will's squad, I have to say, this is definitely the worst team out of any of ours. But the way he plays, he is so good with all these players. Like, he is by far the best at using his players to the right extent. He is so good with this Manu Ginobili card. Like, he has started this man at point guard ever since he came out, and he greens every shot with him. He just 3-hunts, and it's kind of annoying at some points, but it's not really cheesing. It's just he basically only goes to Manu, and I mean, it works, so I can't say anything negative about that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah. He's got Allen Houston at shooting guard, and he's also very good at Allen Houston's release. Him and Detlef are pretty much just spot-up shooters. John Collins, kind of a spot-up shooter, too. Really, the only two guys he ever goes to is Manu and Sean Bradley. He just runs Manu and Sean Bradley pick and rolls, and works almost every time. And I'll tell you, Will beats me, like, maybe half the time. He beats me about half the time, I'd say. And, yeah, Sean Bradley, I've told you so many times this video, I'll say it once more. He's a cheese ball. But he's got Caruso. He's also pretty good with Caruso. He doesn't get too many minutes because he's backing up Manu, who's his best player. He's not the best card on his team, but he's his best player. Steven Jackson, yeah, he doesn't really play his bench that much, aside for James Wiseman. But Wiseman's really the vocal point of that bench. And yeah, we'll move on to Ryan's squad, and this is the last squad in the video. So Ryan did fall to Will in the first round, but I have to say, it's an interestingly put together squad. I'm not really sure exactly who he has, but this is like around his lineup. I can't get a hold of him right now to send me his lineup, but let's just say Ryan's kind of a casual. He uses auto subs. At first he said that he was going to replace Lamar Odom with invincible Isaiah Thomas. Some of these cards, like, he paid way too much for some of these cards, like Paul George, Ray Allen, Michael Jordan, Rudy Gay. He paid a good price. He's Lamar Odom's not the best card, but he's really good with Lamar Odom. And yeah, it wasn't enough to get him past Will, but it's a pretty nice squad. It definitely needs some work. It could be a lot better if he sold like Ray Allen and Paul George. But yeah, that's all for the squads. Let's just talk about a couple more things. So once again, here's the bracket. You just saw it not too long ago, but why not again? And this has been a blast. And we're gonna do a capped overall tournament. And it's gonna feature one more guy, Logan. He only wanted to do the capped one because his squad's not good enough. His best player is Jalen Rose, so, but yeah, he's kind of a memer. But anyways, I might be the one, I don't know, I may have to play him in the first round, and he's probably gonna put the settings on rookie 12-minute quarters, so, hopefully we'll get him not to do that, but yeah, that's not exactly the ideal settings, but just. But yeah, me and Rhodes will be live tomorrow. They have like a commentating crew and stuff. Just like Bennett and Will and Ryan and Tristan. But yeah, that's gonna be a good series, and Bennett will face the winner in the finals, and that will be on Wednesday around the same time as probably around like 3. But yeah, this has been such a fun time doing this. We need to do this every 2K and more often. But yeah, we may do one more like at the very end of in like the last week. Not really sure, but maybe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure to not miss the me versus Rhodes stream tomorrow. It's gonna be a great game, great series. Both gonna put up a fight. Yeah. Well, what else should I say? I don't know. Okay, that's enough talking. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, please watch the stream. Please. It'll be good. Okay, bye.